Sorry, I think Amit was getting us onto YouTube, so there might have been a little gap. So I don't know at what point it got cut off. We just offer the three Mahamantras again. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Shri Maha Saraswati Shri Maha Kali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha Bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Ki Jai. Yes, Shri Mataji. We just meditate on Shrimati for a few minutes. Shrimati, very kindly, and you put your holy lotus feet in our heart, on every chakra, on every nadi, on every channel. In our sahasrara. Kindly make us pure and nirmal, so that we are two reflections of you. जय श्रीमन।
करम करम के तुम, करम 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 के तुम श्री आदिशक्ति हो माता।
करम करम के तुम श्री आदिशक्ति हो माता।
करम करम के तुम श्री आदिशक्ति हो माता। मिलती जाए सहजा कबूल हो माता। तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही श्री गणपति, तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही श्री गणपति। मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, तू ही ईसा मसीह,
तू ही श्री गणपति, तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही श्री गणपति। मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, तू ही ईसा मसीह।
माँ तू ही श्री गणपति, तू ही ईसा मसीह, माँ तू ही श्री गणपति, तू ही ईसा मसीह, माँ तू ही श्री गणपति, तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही श्री गणपति, तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही श्री गणपति। मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, तू ही ईसा मसीह। ईसा मसीह के नूरे नजर हो,
ईसा मसीह के नूरे नजर हो,
हाँ ईसा मसीह के नूरे नजर हो।
ईसा मसीह के नूरे नजर हो।
सहजी दिलों में तुम ही बसर हो,
सहजी दिलों में तुम ही बसर हो।
मुझ पे इनायत शामो सहर हो। रखना मेरा भरम, कर दो करम, रखना मेरा भरम, कर दो करम। मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, रखना मेरा भरम। माँ कर दो करम, रखना मेरा भरम। माँ कर दो करम, रखना मेरा भरम। कर दो करम। मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, तू ही ईसा मसीह। जिसने भी तुमको दुख में पुकारा,
जिसने भी तुमको दुख में पुकारा,
उसको दिया है तूने सहारा।
उसको दिया है तुमने सहारा।
मेरा भी दामन भर दो खुदा रहा दिए बेकसा, तुम हो तुम निर्मदा दिए बेकसा, तुम हो माँ निर्मदा, मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला दिए बेकसा, तुम हो माँ निर्मदा दिए बेकसा, तुम हो माँ निर्मदा, मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, तू ही ईसा मसीह।
Time is everyone's most precious resource.
तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही श्री गणपति,
तू ही ईसा मसीह,
तू ही श्री गणपति, मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला,
तू ही ईसा मसीह।
याद माए निर्मल नगरिया,
याद माए निर्मल नगरिया,
चंदा सी शीतल चेतन लहरिया,
चंदा सी शीतल चेतन लहरिया,
सूरज के जैसी तेजस नजरिया, अब तो कृपा करो, हाथ सर पे धरो, अब तो कृपा करो, हाथ सर पे धरो, मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, अब तो कृपा करो, हाथ सर पे धरो,
अब तो कृपा करो,
हाथ सर पे धरो,
अब तो कृपा करो, हाथ सर पे धरो, मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, तू ही ईसा मसीह।
saga pa maga sa, saga pa maga sa ni da ni da pa, तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही श्री गणपति, तू ही ईसा मसीह। सागा pa maga sa sa ध, तू ही ईसा मसीह, तू ही श्री गणपति, मेरी माँ निर्मला, मेरी माँ निर्मला, तू ही ईसा मसीह। एक नजर डाल दो मुश्किलें टाल दो एक नजर डाल दो मुश्किलें टाल दो मेरी माँ निर्मला मेरी माँ निर्मला एक नजर डाल दो माँ मुश्किलें टाल दो एक नजर डाल दो माँ मुश्किलें टाल दो
एक नजर डाल दो मुश्किलें टाल दो मेरी माँ निर्मला तू ही ईसा मसीह तू ही ईसा मसीह तू ही ईसा मसीह
Told you before also, you have come here to learn something, to go deep into your experiences of the knowledge of your roots. Sri Krishna has said that this is a tree which is upside down. The roots are upwards and the leaves are outwards. In the same way, you know that Kundalini really, when it rises in the Sahasrara or above Sahasrara, then you start getting the feeling of Kundalini. So one has to understand that when we are now getting subtler and subtler and trying to feel the Kundalini, we should try to get out of materialistic attitude and materialistic viewpoint and materialistic sticking point. I had met one guru before because I went to all of them, and I asked one of them, I said, why do you take money, so much money from these people who are Western people? So much, why do you take? And just they become beggars, absolutely like beggars they become, because you charge them so much and so heavily. And he told me that unless and until you make them beggars, they will never take to God. They are too rich to be near God. This explanation I just could not understand. It was absurd. I could not understand how can this explanation have any proper meaning, that you should make people beggars and then they will nearer to God. I said, in India we have many beggars. Do you think those beggars are nearer to God? So he said, no, otherwise, you see, they get stuck up with their money and must just make them absolutely without any money, moneyless people. So, I mean, of course, to such a stupid person, what can you talk and what can you convince? That why I couldn't say to him, then why are you taking the money? If you are, then he would have said, because I am detached. You see, anything one can say like that. If it starts like that, you cannot just stop it. But one has to understand that materialism has gone into our roots. And if we have to clear out our roots, we must get out of materialism. That's important. But that does not in any way mean that you torture your body or anything. I don't mean that. What I'm saying, your attention. Shono, abhi baithe raho. Iske aadat hai. That you shouldn't do like that. Always, Natali, you get up with Shonu, it's not good. Always disturb is not good. Sit down. Now, even if there are so many children sitting down here, please sit down. And don't disturb now anymore. Sit down. Shonu, tum unke saath mat baitho, come and sit here. Shonu, come here. Better sit with Rahul. And then she gets that idea, always. Sit with Rahul. The company tangi. You are not here just to enjoy, but you are here for a puja. You understand that? You are a grown-up girl than her. Chalo, tum Rahul ek saath baitho. Chalo. Look at all these children, how they are sitting quietly. Will they move out? They don't understand English. But I have seen all our English children, whether it is in Caxton Hall or whether it is in any hall, all of them must go out and make a big noise and play there. There's always sing. They cannot sit. Now look at these children, how quietly they are sitting. Look at them. What a quality it is. Just quietly they are just feeling the vibrations and enjoy. They don't want to go out. There's no enjoyment outside, it's inside. See them, see the contrast. You must keep your eyes open to see this. You see our children. No, Linda is here, she'll tell you. She has to manage all the children outside the Caxton Hall. They're shouting, screaming. And the Caxton Hall people always tell me that you better not have children for your programs because they make such a lot of noise. It's very common problem for them. They have at least told me 10 times that please don't allow children to come here. But the children will never sit quietly, even for 5 minutes. As soon as 5 minutes will start, they say, let's go out and play. They can't sit quietly. Poor Shonu, whenever she goes out, she gets a big dive. She just yields to things, just to please. Or Oriole also will get out. Alright, Oriole, you sit separate from her there, separately, you all sit. We have only here 3 children and you'll always see them walking about. And another is Matthews. Where is he? I have to keep eye on them. It's dangerous. So now, when we are dealing with our roots, we have to be in the center, in the core. In the core means we are taking in, sucking in the feeling, or you can say the feeling and awareness put together. What do you say to that in English? Is there any word? Is there any word which makes awareness and feeling put together? Is there coming? Huh?
Experience.
Oh, yeah. Experience, you can say. The experience into your awareness and feeling. You have to get the experience into your awareness and feeling. In Marathi, it's a very simple word, zani. Comes from the word z. J comes from the word spontaneous. Also, J has 2 meanings. J means also jnana, is awareness, and also it means spontaneous. Zani. So you start sucking that within yourself. When you are not entangled into other things. If your attention is entangled outside, you cannot enjoy. So, to be lost into which is samadhi, you see, is the one where your attention is completely drowned into the experience. That is what we have to achieve. So it's not only materialism, also emotionalism, all kinds of isms. We are attacked by all kinds of isms since the history of God started in this world, I think. And now the unholy thing that the ism, the latest is, could be Sahajoga-ism. Also could be the latest one. Because now there has to be attack on Sahajoga also. In this one is that, as I told you, I didn't explain it properly or you didn't hear me properly that day, that Sahajoga does not mean lethargy or slowness, not at all, but is a quick and a fast stepping into the dissolution. Very quick. And once you very quickly dissolve into it, the whole movement of your body is quick but not jerky. It's smooth and quick, rhythmic. It's musical. Neither it is awkward nor lethargic, but it's musical. It has a rhythm about it. It's very gracious. The whole movement of dissolution can happen to you very easily. If you don't allow your attention to be attacked by all these isms. There's no end to it. I mean, if I have to write all of them, I think we'll have to need at least one book to write all the isms of the world. There's no end to it, which we have created. Alright. Then the worst of all is now, I think, Sahaja Yogaism, in which, first of all, is the feeling of lethargy. It will happen sahaja, sit down, mother will do everything for you. The another is Sahaja Yoga egoism, in which we have got one fellow lying there, in which people, Sahaja Yogis, get into tantrums, try to show off that they are great Sahaja Yogis, they have reached the 3rd stage or the 7th stage or whatever they may call. Now it's good, this example is a very good example, I wish you had taken a photo. But see the expression of the Indians, the enamored expressions. You see, it's so genuine, they can't control it, seeing it. Now, see, it's like I just don't know, but people think it's a package deal sort of a thing. It's so nonsensical, I tell you, that either they have to be taken out all their money, or if they are to be told now for puja, all of them are paying 21 because they have to do this, all this extra work, so they are charging 21. And they, if you tell them for puja, they'll even give 51. But I am told some of you have even refused that. I mean, it's so shameful, I tell you. It's absolutely shameful. Can you imagine? What is 21 rupees to you? To them, it's quite, because it's some sort of a part of you are giving, which is so nonsensical. Just is a feeling. Is a sign of complete negativity. Left nabi is the problem. Materialism is complete materialism. Those who have been, say, doing vegetarianism are materialist in India. We have seen the cases like, you see the Jains and the Marwadis and the Gujaratis. They are all vegetarian, supposed to be very compassionate people. They build some temples also, and sometimes they give to poor people, and sometimes to people like Hare Rama, Hare Krishna who are begging in India. They give money to them. Supposed to be very compassionate people. They are more compassionate to chickens than to human beings. We have that kind. And the same kind I have seen in the West also. Such materialistic people. I mean, they have no shame. So when you just turn and see that, you should abhor that. Abhor it. It's shameful. How could you be like that even in Sahaja Yoga? So as I have told you, there are some people who are materialistic, some people who are emotionalistic, and some people who are egoistic. Now leave all these things on the sides. Then you come in the center. Now you are in the center. In the center, people enjoy just the love of their mother, like Sri Ganesha does. Just think how your mother loves you. Finished. Can you? This very sweet feeling. And who is your mother? If you really believe in her, in Sahaja Yoga, these two things should solve the problem. No more things. Just think how much your mother lives. That means you are jumping onto my Kundalini. And when you jump onto my Kundalini, then there is no thought. You cannot think. When you think that how much your mother loves you, you are jumping onto my Kundalini. And that time there is no thought. It is very simple to meditate in Sahaja Yoga because you have somebody in person. They never had somebody in person. So I can understand their problems. There was nobody in person there to do it in the air. But here, a sure short thing. You can feel your vibrations. You can feel my love. And you can feel your own quality. It's very simple. But it's not the love that is selfish. It's not the love where you say, oh, mother loves me, so she'll look after me, she'll do everything for me, she's going to do everything. Is the love that mother loves me so much, what can I do for her? Which is the best flower I can give to my mother? What does she need? She needs nothing. She doesn't need money. She doesn't need anything. What can I give her? Which is the best flower? Like Sri Hanumana was given a gold necklace by Sita ji. And he saw that. And he was sitting on a tree. He was breaking one by one all of those big gold balls of his necklace. So Sita ji said, what are you doing? He said, I am trying to say in these balls, where is Ram? He said, none of them had. So I am just breaking them to find out. Otherwise, why should I wear it? And then she said, really? Where is Ram? He opened his chest. He said, see, in my chest. He exists there. So it is never one-sided sort of a thing. It's a thing that exists within you and you feel that, and then it has to be reciprocal. In the water, if there is a ripple, it goes to the shores and then it returns. So with this force only, I tell you, you can conquer your ego and superego both. There's no way out. And for these Indians, it's very easy to do because, you see, they know their mother's love. I know there has been an attack on that point and the mothers have been funny there. But doesn't matter. When you see something, just put yourself to it, to feel your roots. These are your roots. And then you see the enjoyment. The Mother Earth herself is sucking you down. She's sucking you down. That is how you meditate. This is how you have to meditate. And it's such a security-giving thing. It will change your expressions, faces, everything. And that enamored expression that you find in these people will be on your faces very soon. And complete silence will exist once you come on my Kundalini. But not through your mental projection, but through your meditative, spontaneous experience. It's very joy-giving. Just feel the joy of that. You are all with me here. And the joy of that feeling will really enlarge your hearts, and then you can give it to others. You don't have to be crazy about these things, but just to feel it within yourself. Alright. Now I move on to Indians because they are different style of people. May God bless you. आता तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना पाहून इतका आनंद झाला मला. आणि कधी राहुरीला
Let's just meditate on this. Meditate on Shrimanji's love for us and our love for her.
तामसिक लोक जे असतात स्ट्रीट दॅट तामसिक आजार दोष. आता ना जेवायला द्या, मग द्या हे खायला. काय हो काटक, माझं काय म्हणणं, माझं ठीक आहे, पण ह्या लोकांना देऊ नका. जेवणानंतर मलाही द्या, नाही तर मग म्हणा जेव्हा जेव्हा मला काही जायचं नाही. Alright? So this is all a confusion in Gita, but whom to tell, you see? You cannot tell them, because see, they actually, it's an attack on religion itself. In the beginning, vegetarianism is an attack on religion. When Krishna had a cousin whose name was Nemina, and he was one of the Tirthankaras of the Jains. But these people used to eat meat. Meat was not regarded as violence or anything. And what happened, that at his time, the attack came through this Nemina, because he saw many chickens being killed and many cattle being killed, and he felt that mentally, he felt compassion, mental compassion for them. And he said we should have just ordinary food like carbohydrates. And then he told them better have only carbohydrates, don't eat any meat and things. So all this mental compassion started from his time. That was the first. But as a result of that, they denounced Krishna, because Krishna had samhara shakti. And Krishna, being a Kshatriya, he used to eat meat. So they discarded. So according to them, Krishna was nothing but Deva Yoni. He was nothing higher. These Tirthankaras were higher. You see, actually they are the same Shambhala style people. Shambhala, Gobi Desert. That type of people. Alright. Whatever happened, they discarded Sri Krishna at that point. And Rama's time also, if you see, Rama used to eat meat. Because, you see, his wife wanted a blouse to be made out of the skin of a deer. I mean, it's such a small, petty thing. For that he wanted to kill the deer. That means he used to kill the deer and eat it. You know, for making just a blouse, if he can accept such a situation, then he used to eat meat. I mean, this is a proof of the Pudding. And then after that, you see Krishna, Ram, Mahadev, and then Buddha also ate. The surprising thing is, in Buddha's time, just to show this perhaps, Buddha went, at the end of his life, he went to see one hunter, and the hunter had a what do you call a wild boar being cooked, and it was not fully cooked. So the hunter told him that's not fully cooked, and it was delayed. So he said, it's all right, I have to go now, so better give me. So he ate that meat, and that's how he died. You see, so it is written down that Buddha ate that wild boar, and he died of that. So this is a myth again, saying that he was a vegetarian. He was not. He is ahimsa, meant being kind to your fellow men. The very funny idea is diverting your attention from human beings to other things. Of course, as we know, we have common sense. In Sahaja Yoga, we have to use common sense. And according to Sahaja Yoga, see, we don't indulge into all these melodramatic compassion business, you see. So, in a proper way, what we do is to find out, first of all, what is the most important? Most important thing is to sustain human beings, because they are the most important. They can only get realization, so they are the most important. Now how to sustain them is to give them balanced food, proper food, so that they are sustained and they are good for surgery. We are not bothered about other animals. Of course, we don't eat animals which are bigger than us, because their fibers can eat us all. But if we eat even smaller animals, actually in evolutionary process, we gave them a higher life. You try. माझं काय म्हणणं, तुम्ही संशोधन करा या गोष्टीवर. एखाद्या लहान ॲनिमलचा जर cells, if you put into a bigger animal, you will see it will take the shape of the bigger animal. Muscular muscle or any muscle, if you put it into the bigger animal, the smaller one, you will see that the muscle of the smaller animal which you have introduced will take the shape of the bigger animal. This is supposing a fish has to become a turtle. Alright? Now it must have the muscles of the tortoise, isn't it? Now from where to get the muscles of the tortoise? So to create these muscles of the tortoise, you have to put these fishes into an animal which will make them higher. Once they are made higher animals, then these animals, once they die, they have greater muscular power which can be used and shared by lower animals. It's common sense. It's common sense. See? So we also make provision for the lower animals. And the animals who are beyond us, we do not eat. Because it is common sense. We use common sense. We don't use this melodramatic love for the bugs. See? But we have common sense. By this common sense, we stand in the center and we try to understand how our body will be alright. And so doing, for example, a person who just eats vegetarianism, food, what does he get? All the troubles, you know. Left nabi, first of all. He can also get left sajda, but left nabi is first. Now what is the result of left nabi is that such a person doesn't have a proper digestive power in the muscles, in any muscles. The muscles become very weak. So such a person gets a muscle which cannot throw the food in a proper way. So all the time such a person gets diarrhea. All the time. And then such a person all the time feels hungry and all the time gets diarrhea. It's a very weak constitution, and such a person is very good, vulnerable person for boots, because he's such a left-sided fellow. Now, such a person can have also a very sluggish liver, so he is very much susceptible to allergies. For example, in Gujarat, people eat the same oil that we eat in Maharashtra, Shengdani. But in Gujarat, if you go, I tell you, at least 70% people have Lycodermana. in the villages. The reason is that what people eat here, the what you call the fat of the groundnut, which does not have much of proteins, they become so susceptible that they catch this leukoderma much faster than the people who eat meat in the Maharashtra, because they cannot fight it. So they are suffering from leukoderma. And this left navi can develop with those people, because if you people have left navi, it is because it is an overactive left navi, while they have a sluggish left navi. So the people of the sluggish left navi get all the problems of the sluggish left navi, and it could be one of those where you find all the muscular disabilities like myelitis and all those diseases. What are the names of the diseases? Muscular, that start degenerating muscles. Huh?
Multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy,
Sclerosis.
sclerosis.
All these diseases can come through that kind of behavior.
Also the leukemia and also the anemia as well.
Anemia, not leukemia, but anemia. And also the children can be born with that kind of a funny spleen which doesn't produce any RBCs. So they have that kind of children, they have that kind of problems and this and that. So to be one-sided like that is stupid according to Sahaja. There is no need to be that kind of compassionate person. In this country, because lack of money, so many people are vegetarians. Now for example, people say from Bihar suffer from a disease called beriberi. If they eat proteins, they'll never have beriberi trouble. You see? Because this B complex and all that, whatever they may say. If you eat meat, then B complex is compensating. So because they cannot afford to eat meat, they just eat a vegetable oil and things like that. Sarso ka oil, tela kam mustard oil. And with that, they do not get any protein within themselves. They suffer from. So all these diseases of our country can be solved. Like also, we have a disease of the lungs. What do you call that one? TB, tuberculosis.
TB, Shero.
Huh?
Shero, TB.
Share. Tuberculosis. That also comes from the same. And also the trouble of the left Vishuddhi. And the left Vishuddhi troubles are could be what you call left Vishuddhi and left navi. If they join, they form the disease of Sandivat English rheumatism. Rheumatism, and another is that comes on the joints. What do you call it? Arthritis. This is also left. These two combined. And also this what you call the spondylitis. Spondylitis is something different. Also spondylitis, I would say the whole of your muscles can go into tantrum. And for the brain, madness. Schizophrenic or mad, such people can become mad, because what happens with them is that they are vulnerable to the left side attack, so they can become mad. The worst is heart. They get a heart which is sluggish, which angina, what is you see all these things which requires pumping of the blood better, like coarctation and what else is there?
The low blood pressure problem.
Yeah, low blood pressure, and also what you call the
valve problem.
and also could be paralysis one can get, because if the clot is with low blood pressure, if it fixes up itself, if such people clot their blood very
What
easily.
about arteriosclerosis, hardening of the arteries?
Yes, of course. That too, hardening of the arteries. All these things go hand in. Alright, so you see, we have to be sensible people. We are not to work out ourselves through our brain power, but through our spiritual power, means the spirit. And when the spirit says it's alright, we should say. Such people, sometimes I've seen they are numb. And their hands feel so cool that they feel that it is vibration. Not so. They are absolutely numb people. And they cannot feel anything. I mean, like death. A person who is going to die. Once I was treating a lady, and I had such numbness on my left side that I got a fright of my life. I said, this lady is going to die or what? What's the problem with her? So I found out she was a strict vegetarian. She would not even take what you call garlic and would not even touch any onion. And I think some Rakshasas must have introduced this. Because all the Rakshasas whom we know, say Mahesh Yogi, say Rajneesh, say this Bandasur, काय ना त्याचं Bandasuraचं नाव काय होतं? How those?
The fat little boy.
No, Bandasur is Muktanand. Bandasur is Muktanand. Then this fat little boy whose name is Raktabij. You see, all of them are vegetarians. Surprising. All of them are vegetarians. None of them is non-vegetarian. This Vaswani, this Amka, Damka, all of them. They are all vegetarian. And they are always preaching we should be kind to the animals and we should be kind to this and all sorts of nonsense.
होतं जाईल लोक बरीच पांगली
Huh?
लोक बरीच पांगून गेले ते
काय?
मला तरी वाटलं आता फोन आला होता
ठीक बोला, तोंड उघडून बोला, मला ऐकायला.
लोक बरीच पांगलेली आहेत आता लोक जमणं जरा अवघड आहे त्यांनी सांगितलं
पण असं कसं तुम्ही एकदम कॅन्सल केलं मला?
कॅन्सल नाही सर फक्त त्याच्या ऐवजी आपण ठेवलं आणि त्यांच्या आधीच गावात जे करणारे म्हणजे
अशा माणसाचं महत्व करू नका. कसे पांगले असणार? काय म्हटलं तरी ते एकदा ठरवलेलं ते ठरवलं, सगळीकडे पेपरात गेले, सगळे करून त्याच्यात काय अडचण असेल तर सांग.
असं म्हणजे लोक जरा कमी राहतील
हा?
लोक कमी राहतील
जाऊ
असं
दे.
त्यांचं म्हणणं आहे. फोन आलेलं आहे
तो कमी राहू दे,
जी.
त्याला हरकत नाही, तिला पण व्हायब्रेशन.
जी.
पण माझं काय म्हणणं आहे की ह्या लोकांच्या चक्करात आपण राहायचं नाही. आमचा जो
ज्या
प्रोग्राम
चक्करात
करतो, हे कसं आपल्याच मनाने काही असं भारून जायचं नाही कोणत्याच माणसाला. सहज म्हणजे सहज कोणत्याच माणसाला भारून जायचं असेल. तुम्ही प्राईम मिनिस्टर असला तरी तुम्ही काय आमच्या देवासमोर असं ठेवायचं. हे निगेटिव्ह आहे, निगेटिव्ह लोक. तर तुम्ही बंधनं द्या, म्हणा दवंडी वगैरे पिटवा. माताजींचा प्रोग्राम होणार आहे, पुष्कळ वेळ लागू, 7ला जायचं. त्यांना सांगा कोण काही नाही, घाबरायचं काय, बंधनं द्या. You bandhan to maneuver. See, it happens like that. One gentleman was a big, that same kind of party. He wants to give a program. All right. So we can't cancel our program. So I said, now don't. They have already cancelled. I said, we like that Manori program. We'll all go down there. Whatever it is, howsoever people you might get, we'll go for. Huh?
त्यांचा होती वेगळा आपल्याला आपला प्रोग्राम झालाच
हा. काय मनोरीला लोक पाठवले तर तिथे दळवंडी वगैरे पिटली तरी ती लोक. माताजी येणार तर कोणी येणार. असं काही कठीण काम नाही, पैसे असले की सगळं होतं.
ते येणारे लोक त्यांचंच महत्व
हा?
सांगतात ते येणारे लोक त्यांचंच महत्व सांगतात
तेच तर मी म्हणते, तेच लक्षात घेतलं पाहिजे. ते स्वतःच सांगत बसतील तिथे. ते माझ्या दबावावर स्वतःचं महत्व करायला बघतात. ते आपले सहयोगी म्हणजे फार भोळे लोक असतात. अगदी भोळे लोक असतात.
सकाळीच माणसं वाटली त्यांनी
तर मुसळवाडीला काय झालंय, काही चाललंय की नाही? चांगलं आहे ना. मग चांगले मुसळवाडीचे प्रोग्राम चांगले होत होते, तेच करायचे असते. हे सगळ्या पॉलिटिकल लोकांचे मला काही आवडत नाही. प्रोग्राम असलं तर त्यांना आपल्या प्रोग्रामात बोलायचं. तर जाऊ द्या,
त्यांच्या प्रोग्राम
ते पण आता ते 2 ते 5 कलेक्टरला बोलवलं, वकिलांना बोलवलं, अमकं तर कशा कामाचे आहेत का काय? युजलेस लोक. त्यांना काही क्वालिटी नाही. सहयोगाची स्थिती असते ना माणसाला. ज्या माणसाला ती स्थिती असेल तो सहयोगात उतरू शकतो. हे मोठे मोठे माणसं काही कामाचे नाही. तुम्ही माझं लिहून ठेवा शब्द. हे लोक सगळे काही कुठे जाणार नाहीत. ख्रिस्ताने सांगितलेलं की सुईच्या अग्रातून वाटलं तर उलट जाईल, पण हे मोठे लोक जायचे नाहीत कुणीच परमेश्वराच्या साम्राज्यात. स्पष्ट सांगून ठेवलंय. जे जगामध्ये फार मोठे म्हणून मिरवतात ना, तिकडेच मोठे राहू द्या, तिकडे नको त्यांचं मोठं करू. आणि त्यांनी दाखवायला सुरुवात केली की दूरच पळायला पाहिजे त्यांच्यापासून. आता ते मेहरत्रा घेऊन गेले म्हणून मी म्हटलं चला, पण तेच काय ते
आपल्यामुळे
कसं
त्यांना
साधं
फुकटच मोठेपणा मिळणार.
हा?
आपल्यामुळे त्यांना फुकटच मोठेपणा मिळणार.
हा. आणि तुम्ही असं करा की मेहरत्रांना सुद्धा जाऊन समजावून सांगा ही गोष्ट. तुम्ही बघा असं डोक्यात घालू नका. एक गोष्ट धरून बसते काहीतरी आणि म्हणा त्याच्याबद्दल ह्या लोकांना तर मुळीच मान नाही. ते म्हणतात हे भिकारी लोक, त्यांना काय माहिती. मेहरोत्रा त्यांचे हे कष्ट आहेत म्हणजे काय. त्यांचंच म्हणणं असं आहे की हे सगळे महाभिकारी आहेत, सगळे भिकारी आहेत. इथून भीक मागायला इथे आले नाही, कामं काही करायची नाही.
पैसे गोळा करत असतो.
अशा आपल्याकडे पुष्कळ मिळते. म्हणा तुम्हाला परदेशात तर कशाला पाहिजे. तुम्हाला फक्त हे की ते गोरे लोक आहेत म्हणून तुम्हाला असं वाटतं. इथल्या लोकांना द्या ना म्हणा जमीन. अशी तुम्हाला किती पाहिजेत आमच्या गावातच आम्ही पाठवून देतो तुम्हाला. किती पाहिजेत तुम्हाला. चांगले कपडे काढून शेंड्या बिंड्या लावून व्यवस्थित नाचतील तासल हा. हा, आणि हाडं निघालेले अगदी हाडके कुडके सगळे पाठवून देतो. नसतील निघाले तर काढून देऊ बनव हाड. काय बात आहे. आपले श्रीमंत लोक कुठे ना कुठे चिकटलेले बघा. सगळे जेवढे श्रीमंत आहेत ते कुठे ना कुठे चिकटलेले. बरं हे राजकारणी कुठे कुठे. आता ते समाजवादी म्हणा सोशलिस्ट एक रोज तर ते म्हणाले माताजी तुम्ही संजीव रेड्डीला कशाला बरं केलं, तुम्ही का गरीबाला करा. म्हटलं गरीबालाही केला पण तो याला तर त्याला केलं तर काही तो काय कामात तर गेला काय. अहो त्यालाही केलं आणि इतरांनाही केलेलं आहे आणि अनेकांनाही केलंय. आमच्याकडे हे नाही. म्हटलं तुमचा समाजवाद नुसता डोक्यात आहे, आमचा समाजवाद कार्यान्वित गोष्ट खरी. तुम्ही म्हणा बडबड बडबड करू का तुमचा समाजवाद होणार आहे का. आम्हाला समाजवादी अमुक ते. उद्या जर तुम्हाला एखादी जर मिळाली एखादी फॉरेनची गाडी तर घेऊन पळणार तो. कसला समाजवाद तुमच्या हृदयात गेलेला आहे का. आम्ही मेहनत करतोय, तुम्ही काय मेहनत केली. म्हटलं म्हणे माताजी आम्हाला पटत नाही. म्हणजे पटणारच नाही कारण काही रजिस्टरच होत नाही ना तिकडे. सगळं आधीच भरून ठेवलंय दुसरं काहीतरी. म्हणजे सायन्सने केवढे शोध लावले. म्हटलं टोटॅलिटी मध्ये काय बघा सायन्स. इंडिव्हिज्युअली नाही बघायचं. इथे त्यांनी एक मानलं झालं पण टोटॅलिटी मध्ये विद्वांस काय सायन्स हे मानलंच पाहिजे. टोटॅलिटी मध्ये काय निघाला त्याचा अर्थ तो बघितला पाहिजे. एक फायदा आहे मात्र सायन्सचा, सगळे घाबरून बसले. एकच फायदा, इकडून ह्याने जर बटन दाबलं आणि तिकडून त्याने जर बटन दाबलं तर दोघी देशावधी खडे उडून जाणार. There's only one advantage of science is that every country is afraid of each other. That's the advantage we have reached of science, which we must accept. See, we must congratulate them for this great thing that they are all frightened of each other. America is frightened of Russia. Russia is frightened of America. That's a very big thing. They are frightened of each other. So they are not fighting and keeping quiet. They have created this monster and now they are afraid of the monster itself. This is like that with the Frankenstein, you know. That I felt that Frankenstein is very symbolic picture. We showed that you made a man who started eating you off. All right, now have you had your dinner, lunch? Now the second party has to go, and I would also like to go. आता तुम्ही असं करा, थोडंसं धुमाळांना सांगा, तुम्ही सांगा काही काळजी करू नका, आम्ही 8-10 माणसं जाऊन लोक एकत्र करतो. माताजी 7 वाजता येणार, सांगून दे. काय त्याला आहे मोठं करायला, एक बैलगाडी सजवायची, आणखी काय पाहिजे त्याला एका गावामध्ये, काही त्याला लागत नाही. पण ते पॉलिटिकल लोकांचे उशी काढून घ्या, ही उशी काढून घ्या. ती खाली तसंच अंथरलं तर चालेल. अंथरून घ्या फक्त. ती उशी काढून घ्या. हे ठेवलं तर चालेल. राहू द्या, काढून घ्या, काढून घ्या. दुसऱ्याचं कुणाचं असेल सहयोग्यांचं ते घेऊन टाका. आधी थोडं इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलते आता हे सगळे आले तर. I hope you all enjoyed your stay in Ganpatipur. The problem was that we could not arrange the cooking nearer your stay. Where you were, you had to walk a lot. But that walking was, I think, quite nice and must have helped you. It's good for diarrhea and other problems that you have. Actually, I had seen the place, but I hadn't seen all the hostels and residential places. But for your information now, somebody has donated me 1 acre of land free of cost, next to the sea on the other side. It's beautiful. And you should all send him a letter of thanks for that. So for next year, I'm sure we can organize something much better, in a much more collective way. Now the next tour is going to be, as you know, via Pune, Rahuri, Aklus. And these places are of more importance to us because Rahuri is a place where my forefathers ruled. So it's a very powerful place because they were great Devi Bhaktas. Also, all the Naths like Machinder Nath, Gorakhnath, all these great evolved souls called as Avdutas, who were incarnations of the great primordial masters, worked in that area. They are the ones who talked of Kundalini to begin with, openly. Then Pune, as you know, is called as Punya Pattanam, is a very holy place since ages. And then you will be going to a place called Nida, which is a river named after my name. And this river has got a lot of land around it which we have purchased, where we are going to do agricultural work. And also you will see there the Bhima river, where you will have your morning baths and you will enjoy the river part of it. And also they have invited you for a function there. They have a very big function for 2 days. So that's why I'm not coming, because I won't be able to do any programs during that time. But you enjoy yourselves there. Then you are going to another interesting place called Vani, which is a hill station and a very beautiful place. There's a dam as well. And then we'll be returning back. I'm taking this opportunity to talk to you because I seldom get time to talk to you. Now, as far as these outside things are concerned, they should all nourish you for your ascent. You have to see how much you have achieved within, what kind of temperament you have developed, how much detachment, how much collective, and how much generosity. All these things are to be seen. Judge yourself, don't ask others to judge you. How much balance, how much wisdom, because all these things should settle you down in a way that gives you the necessary balance. I do not know how many years more we can do this, but I think it's very good because now I see the difference in the vibrations of people. Even before we had started in Ganpati Puri and today, there's such a tremendous difference. Actually, I'm getting cool breeze from your side now. So the ascent is the main attention and is the main concern for all of us. You have come here for your ascent. I know there must have been lots of difficulties and lots of inconveniences. Some people also burnt their skin. I'm sorry for that. But in this country, overdoing is regarded as something improper. And we should try to avoid overdoing anything. So, by overdoing it, we actually go to the right or the left. And so please try to avoid everything that is overdoing. For example, you may like the baths in the Bhima River very much. But that's very nice at the point where it is shallow. But where it is deep, you should not go there. I'm only worried on that point because it's still, one has to understand to keep yourself in complete control and not to go to places which are dangerous. Apart from that, it is dangerous to you, it is dangerous to the whole of Sahaja Yoga movement. And also to me, because I get very worried and upset if you get anything. So, the main thing is that you should keep yourself in the center. Do not go to extreme in anything. Everyone respects you if you are in the center. But if you go to extremes, they think there's something wrong, basically wrong with you. And also it upsets the whole of the program. So my advice is that keep to the center, do not overdo anything, keep everything in proper shape, because it is strenuous for you people to travel like this, to face the sun. This is the coldest time in Maharashtra, so you can imagine that what else we could do. I mean, we have to achieve the results with the maximum of combinations. And I'm sorry for the people who got these burns. And actually, because I had to treat them and all that, I was so delayed that the whole program delayed. I mean, it was too much. But now, no more of this. Please don't go in the sun at all. There is no need. You have had enough of sun. And the sun melts your brain. And that makes persons mad in this country. If we go in the sun, we end up as mad people. So must be happening to brains also something. So it's better not to go in the sun at all. Keep it like that. Just for a while, it's all right. But don't sit in the sun. It's very inviting, I know, because you don't get the sun. But there is sun's rays inside this room, everywhere. So you shouldn't go and sit in the sun at all. That may really give you troubles, because the sun in Oculus will be quite heavy. And I'm telling you also this because I may not be with you. So please look after yourself. That's the only thing you can do for me. For yourself, you must do your meditation, you must worry about your ascent, and don't leave your things here and there. be careful. I'm very happy the way they appreciated you in the temple of Mahalakshmi, and that they respected you and gave you something in your roti, and that is something really very sweet of them to accept you so readily into their own style and into their communities. And they said that we couldn't make out who is Indian, who is not Indian, because I think in Ganpatipure also your skin has become little less pale, and maybe they said we couldn't make out who is who. So it's very good that now things are working out, that we are getting little homogeneous temperaments. Regarding pujas, as we had 3 pujas before and the 4th one in Ganpatipure, here also you will have 3 pujas. In these 3 pujas, I'm sure this being a wider group, you will achieve much more and things will be very much better. If you have any problems, you can let me know. We can arrange all that. But one thing, be sure that you do not overexert yourself. Neither you starve yourself or overeat. Anything doing too much will not be good for this trip, because I think in the second group we are going to achieve much more than what we had achieved before. So the second group people should try to keep to a normal life, more attention to the spirit, more attention to their ascent. The last but not the least is the great news that so many others want to get engaged. I'll be very happy to get them engaged either in Pune or in Rahuri. It will be a very good idea, those who want to get engaged. And if there are some people who still want to get married, let me know. Maybe we might be able to arrange something in Rahuri. But the best is that those who want to get engaged, it's very easy to be done and it will be a good idea. So let me know before we leave Pune, anyone else that wants to. Now, if you have any questions or anything to be said, please say it now, because I won't get such a chance to talk to you, this being such a small group here. Otherwise, always in a puja now in Pune, you will find at least 5 times more people than you are. Yes? What she say? Hard time with your attention, what? What is it? Your attention goes to which places is the point. You try to see around more. You see, first of all, in meditation you must discuss this. And there are many others who can tell you, they'll work it out. And secondly, the best way, you see, to put your eyes on the Mother Earth. Concentrate on the Mother Earth is the best way. When you are walking, keep your eyes on the Mother Earth. If somebody is talking to you, keep your eyes on the Mother Earth. You see, then you will absorb everything better and you will be stationed better. Alright? It's a very good thing to think about, that our attention should not be frittered away. Gradually you'll settle down. I think most of you who have come for the first time will find it a little difficult in the beginning to adjust. But gradually you will. Because first of all our attention goes to small things like you have to sit on the ground, or you have to go by buses, or some sort of a filthy thing you see somewhere. So the attention always goes to the defects and the loopholes and to the filth, because attention has been like that. But then it starts going to the places of beauty. In little things you start seeing the beauty. In little things you start seeing the divine. And then that's the time you should know that your attention will enjoy everything. But normally you see the attention, especially the kind of attentions we have, goes to the wrong things. What is the loophole? We start judging everyone, we start judging every place. Now see this place, if you sit here, to me it is marvelous. To you it may be just made out of what, this tin business, this, that, all that you will start thinking. To me it's beautiful. Because I see these beautiful saris spread here and the beautiful flower arrangements, beautifully done, something so special, and the background and everything done with such care. How did they go there and how did they have these things tied up? It's remarkable. All these things come to my mind and I start feeling very overjoyed that my boys have worked so hard to put all these things up and how nicely, how they must have arranged it. All these ideas come into my head and I feel very elevated. I don't see the tins or I don't see anything else. It is what you see, where your attention goes. So try to see something beautiful. There's so many beautiful things that one can see. Now, what I see is the heart of my children, the way they have done it, isn't it? If you are a deep person, you can see how they have spread the saris sweetly, how they have spread the flowers, how they have done it. So it is the attention. Where does it go? When you start seeing for yourself, what is my comfort, I should have this, I should have that, then there is no joy. But the joy lies in seeing the deeper side of what they have done for us, how they have worked for us, how they have brought things for us, how they have cooked for us with love. You are doing no work compared to what these people are doing, no doubt. You are moving like royal people, really, to be. And they had to do it, especially Ganpatipura. It was a very difficult place. People had to come all the way from Nagpur, 50 people came to cook your food. Money is not everything. Even if you pay money, you can't do that. It's love, it's the feeding, it's the attention, it's the generosity of looking after the guests. And that is how one should enjoy how much they have done for us, how we are enjoying. That's how your heart will become deeper and deeper. But if you have a convex heart which always looks at something that's wrong, something bad, something this, or at things, what should I buy, what should I purchase, all that can go off your head. But if you want to purchase something nice with a good heart, then you will just find it whatever you want. And you can do it very fast. When I did yesterday shopping for all the centers and all that was, I think, in 1 lakh of rupees perhaps, for all the Indian centers, and I did it in no time. Because it was for them, I was much better off. If it was for myself, I don't think I would have done so well. For you'd be surprised, I never buy anything for myself. Don't have time. You people give me so much, I don't have to buy either. So it is how you look at things, how you do things, how you work it out. And yesterday the shop I went to was all full of fragrance. Everything there was fragrance and everybody was feeling it. It's just because I was enjoying the whole thing, enjoying, doing for others. It's not others. Who is the other? Sahajogis are not the others for me. I am doing for myself. But my greater being, my higher being. That's how you should look at things. Alright? Then you will enjoy. आता सांगलीकरांना सांगायचं असं की इथे आपण पूर्वी एक पूजा केली होती आणि आता परत केलेली आहे आणि सांगलीला बरंच पेपरात आल्यामुळे वगैरे बरंच काम झालेलं आहे आणि इथे सहयोग बसूही शकतो कारण वातावरण फार छान आहे, शांत आहे आणि तिथले एकंदर लोक सगळे मदत करायला तयार आहेत. तर सांगलीकरांना आमच्यातर्फे आम्ही एक लहानशी भेट देणार आहोत, तर ती भेट त्यांनी स्वीकारावी अशी माझी विनंती आहे. आणखीन एक वस्तू आहे पण ती अजून बाजारातच राहिलेली, ती आल्यावर ती पण घेऊ. कोण घेतील? I bought lots of things, but they are yet not delivered. So one thing I have to give them. Julia, kya tha? So this is our Sahajogi, Mr. Tavde, who is a very big officer here. He's done this. This gentleman is Mr. Mari, who is the district, he is a district agriculture officer here, who looks after the agriculture of the whole district. And he got his realization 75, now he is posted here. So he came for the puja, all his family is here. So Mr. Tavde, who has done all the good work for you, give him a hand. Also, here, there is Yadav Sahib, Mr. Yadav, who has published everything in the paper, and who is the newspaper gentleman here, Mr. Yadav. Give him a hand. ठीक है फोटोग्राफ तुमच्या सांगितलं आमच्या यादवांची They are so highly placed but so humble. Just look at that. He is the man who is in charge of the whole thing here. He is the engineer, and he is the gentleman who is in charge of all the district's agricultural activities. He is the officer in charge. And another one is the editor of the newspaper. See, when people get egoistical, they just don't relate themselves to the surroundings. They don't understand how far they are. It's like a ball, which you just give it a push and it goes up in the air, without knowing that it's just a ball full of air. That's why we call it bumptious, you see. So, those who really are solid people, who have some solid training and solid upbringing, they don't get into ego trips. They don't get into these trips. They first of all become very humble and try to learn and become humbler, and again learn and become humbler. Like Newton has said that I am like a little child collecting pebbles on the shores of knowledge. A person like Newton, he said so. But nowadays I find it's difficult to find people of that kind. But those who are very learned, in the West also I've seen them being very humble people. In their writings, in their whole behavior, you can see they're very humble people. Humility is a sign of knowledge. When the tree is loaded, it bends down. When it is loaded with fruits, it bends down. In the same way, a person who has knowledge will bend, will be very humble. आता आजच्या पूजनाला खरोखर महत्व असं आहे की आज महालक्ष्मी
ये आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार, आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार, अंतर में जय चमत्कार, ये आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। संस्कारों की चट्टाने, आसक्ति की यंत्रणाएं, भय शंका की श्रृंखलाएं, पर्वत सी भारी मंत्रणाएं, सब कहाँ ढह गई, बिखर कर बह गई तेरी करुणा के सांद्र सागर में। तेरे उपकार कलयुग में किए तूने नए चमत्कार, ये आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। अत्याचारी का तर्जन, भ्रष्टाचारी का मर्दन, व्यभिचारी का नर्तन, ज्ञान विज्ञान का सर्जन, परिवर्तित सब कैसे हुए तेरे मातृ प्रेम आगर में। तूने सुझाया इस पार उस पार, कलयुग में किए तूने नए चमत्कार, ये आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। अंतर में जल उठे दीप हजार, कलयुग में किए तूने नए चमत्कार, ये आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। शक्तिहीन की मुखरित आहें, दुर्बल की अर्चित बाहें, नई ज्योति से जगमग हो गई पीड़ित की क्रंदित राहें। शक्तिदायी हुए वीरवर हो गए जागे निरानंद घर घर में। सबको जगाने हुआ तेरा अवतार, कलयुग में किए तूने नए चमत्कार, ये आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार। नवयुग करता है तेरा अभिनंदन, निर्मल मन से निर्मल माँ का वंदन। तू माता हम सहज योग के नंदन, तेरा आशीष हर माथे का चंदन। तेरी कृपा से भर लिया हमने सागर गा आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरा आविष्कार।
We'll offer a short puja, and then after that, we'll have Aarti. Pranam Shri Ganesha. Jai Shri Ganesh. You're the light of this whole universe. You're the one who illuminates everything. We humbly pray to you that kindly enlighten us to become the lights of the divine. Pratasparami Hriday Sansfuratmatattvam Satchit Sukham Paramhansa Gatam Turyam. Yet Swapna Jagar Sushupti Nameva Nityam Tad Brahmaha Nishkalamaha Tacha Bhuta Sange. In the early morning, we meditate on the pure essence of the Spirit shining in our hearts, that gives us a bliss of Sat Chit Anand, which is the supreme Hamsa, and takes us to the state of Turiya, which is the fourth state of consciousness, which knows the three states of dream, waking, and deep sleep always. Pratar bhajami manasa vatsamgamyam vacho vibhanti nikhalayat anugrehanam yat neti neti vachner nigam avocham tam deva devam ajam achyutam ahur agreyam. In the early morning, we worship the one that is beyond the mind, beyond speech, and by whose grace all speech shines. That who is expressed in the scriptures by the statement neti neti, the one who cannot be adequately expressed by words, the one who is the God of all gods, unborn, infallible, and foremost, the primordial one. Praternamami tamasa param arkavarnam purnam sanatam padam Purushottam Akhyam Yasminidam Jagat Asesam Asesamurtaho Rajvam Bhujangam Iva Pratibhasatam Ve. In the early morning, we salute the primordial form, which is the nature of supreme illumination, the one who is complete, who is the primordial abode and is called as Purushottama, the one in whom this endless world is settled endlessly, the one that appears like a snake over the rope of the primordial essence. Shloktrayam midam punyam lokatraya vibhushanam prate kale pathet yastu sa gachet param padam. By your grace, Shivaji, by uttering these three shlokas that are holy and that unite us with the whole, which are the ornaments of the three worlds, and all of us who imbibe that within us in the morning, by your grace, go to your holy lotus feet, which is the param abode of the infinite. In the new year, we will just offer and worship Shimaji, because she's the source of everything. Everything we know, everything we learned is from her. As we offer the mantras, just reading from the book, that these mantras should remind us that ultimately it is only through devotion and worship of the heart that the true nature of Shimaji, Sri Nirmala Devi, can be known to us. O Shivaji, may you, who are the ocean of grace and mercy, of benevolence, kindly bless all of us. For you're the sacred mother who gives us the highest knowledge, Brahm Vidya, to her devotees, for your Sri Mata. We'll say the full mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shivaji, you're the great Empress, Shri Maharagni. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maharagni Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who who emerges for a divine purpose and whose advent has a divine effect of raising the Kundalini of humanity. For Yoshi Devakarya Samudhyata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Devakarya Samudhyatai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. For you're the one who's beyond family, caste, race, or measurable dimensionality. You reside in the Sahasrara, which is beyond all the chakras, for you're Shri Akula. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Akula Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shivaji, you're the one who cuts the knot of illusion in the solar plexus, allowing your children, your devotees, to perceive the unreality of this body, this mind, and helping us to lose the sense of I-ness and become one with you. For your Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shrimadji, you're the queen of Sri Bhava, that is Lord Shiva, and the giver of life to the whole universe. For you're Shri Bhavani. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhavani Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who in your benevolence came on this earth to give us our realization, expressing your fondness for your devotees, for your Shri Bhakti Gamya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhakti Gamyai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. The only way that we can know you, Srimadji, is through our devotion and dedication to you. For your Shri Bhakti Gamya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhakti Gamyai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. For you're the one who gives us the sense of chastity. You're the chastity within us. For your Shri Sharmadaini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sharmadaini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti, Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. Verily, Shrimadji, you're unsupported, as you're the support of this entire universe, for your Shri Niradhara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Niradharai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shimaji, you are unstained by any limitations whatsoever. For your Shri Niranjana, Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Niranjana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, Shimaji, you're beyond all karmas or dualism. For your Shri Nirlepa, Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirlepa Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. For you're the one who's immaculate and pure. For your Shri Nirmala, Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who is of faultless brilliance and without any blemish. For your Shri Nishkalanka, Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkalanka Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. And the last one, verily you're the source of everything. Verily you're everything. Verily from you everything emerges. For you're the one who's eternal. Shri Nitya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nitya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. We'll sit silently for 2 minutes and then get ready for Aarti. We can have party.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने दिए अवतार माँ, कितने दिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तो गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला माँ, कर दिया उजियाला। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो माँ, मधु संगीत सुन लो। होय सके जो सेवा, होय सके जो सेवा हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी, श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।